Ideal freelancing situation number one, one which I think is probably the most important. Payment processing should be automated, should be 24 by 7, and should be instant. This, I feel, is the biggest stumbling block of the existing freelance platforms, because payment processing is never instant, is almost never automated, as I observe, and there are innumerable delays. So it affects the entire experience of working this way extremely, in a really big way, for the contractors. So I think the first thing which these sites need to address, or if you are building a new site which is catering to freelancing as a whole, it must have payment processing which is automated, which means it is not manual. It should be instant. So the client has paid me, at this particular moment. If I place a withdrawal request, the money should be processed immediately. So if I say I request that the money is withdrawn to my bank account, that withdrawal per se should happen immediately. I'm not saying that the money should be immediately there in my bank account, because there are certain time frame, there are other intermediaries involved, like when you withdraw to PayPal and PayPal to bank account, that takes a lot of time. But in such a situation, you have entities like Payoneer and its debit card, that is pretty much instant. So if the site in question can actually process the payment immediately, wherein if I am withdrawing to my Payoneer debit card, it immediately processes the payment and the money comes to my card. Payoneer actually offers that within 2 hours you can have the card loaded with the amount of money that you've actually withdrawn to it. So therefore, it is often the site itself, which creates these delays, these stumbling blocks. So, and I feel that affects the entire experience of freelancing in probably the biggest way, more than any other aspect. So that's where I feel it's extremely important that if we are building a platform, it has to offer automated, not manual processing. It has to offer payment processing 24 by 7. It should not be like, oh, weekend payments are not processed, or holiday payments are not processed. We have to somehow try and de-link, any of these aspects, weekends and holidays, etc., etc., from payment processing. That can happen when payment processing is automated. Money comes immediately, it is processed. If there is a certain commission or fee which the website charges, that can be cut and the rest can immediately be transferred. And it has to be instant, it has to be automated, and it has to be 24 by 7. I think these are most important, and when that is done, the entire freelancing experience will be so much better for the contractors. Cheers.